Hello, I'm Tim Loughton, MP for East Worthing and Shoreham, and welcome to the latest of my podcasts on topical issues. Now, today's subject is EVEL, which is the rather unfortunate acronym for English Votes for English Laws. Now, for many years, the so-called West Lothian Question has been a source of contention in this place in Parliament and amongst my constituents. How can it be fair that Scottish MPs, for example, get to vote on all sorts of legislation affecting not just Scotland but England, Wales and Northern Ireland, and yet English MPs now can't get to vote on things that are now under the provisions of devolution in Scotland and the Scottish Parliament. For example, education and health are devolved matters. So I have absolutely no say on how our taxpayers' money is spent on the health service in Scotland, or how the health service works, what its priorities are in Scotland, along with any other English MPs or Sussex MPs. And yet if you are a Scottish MP in Edinburgh, Western Isles, Glasgow or whatever, you have just the same amount of say as me on the health service expenditure, how it's run in Sussex or the rest of England. Is that fair? I don't think it is. So last week we brought in new legislation which will in future mean that where there is legislation which only pertains to England, then ultimately it will be down to English MPs to have the vote on it. A new Grand Committee will be set up, which basically means it will have the final say on matters which are just of concern to the people living in England, Sussex and in my constituency. I think that's fair. That was a manifesto commitment from the Conservative Party and we've delivered it, and that's got to be much fairer for all my constituents and everybody else in England, and recognises how devolution has given far greater powers to the Scottish Parliament and far greater powers to the Welsh Assembly. That's why EVEL in this case is actually good.